Hello all. In today's class, we are going to discuss some numericals related with lens formula and magnification and so on. So first question we are going to tackle is this. The information is given that you can just go through the question. Now, if you go through the question, then it says that an object lies at a distance 1 meter from a screen. So let us say there is an object here. Right, let us say there is an object here and there is a screen here, right, screen, and this distance is given to be 1 meter, so that is 100 centimeters. This is given to you, right? Now they are saying that a convex lens is used to form the image of an object on a screen placed at 75 centimeter from the lens. So the screen is 75 centimeter from the lens. So there is a convex lens, I am writing L for it, and 75 centimeter from the screen. Okay, used to form the image on a screen. So this distance is given to be 75 centimeter. So if you see, then automatically this comes out to be 25 centimeter. Now, in all the questions, if you can draw this diagram so that you know what is given, then the problem is almost solved. Now, going by our convention, this is optical center, and in all the cases, this is the direction of light. So, all the distances should be measured from this optical center. So, U will be negative, right? If you measure the object distance, it will be in this direction. So, I will write U to be minus 25 centimeter. And V, image distance is positive because it will be along this. So V is 75 centimeter, and I have to find F. So using the lens formula, which is 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus U, if I substitute the value, I will get 1 by F, and this is 1 by 75. There is a minus, and this will also contain minus, so this will be 25. So 1 by F will be around 75 by 4. Okay, if you do this, so F will turn out to be around 18.7 centimeter. Right? Yeah. So 1 by F is this, so F will become 75 by 4, it will be around this. Now because this is a convex lens, this will be positive, right? Focal length is measured in this direction in case of convex lens. Now let us come to the second part, magnification. Now magnification is given by V by U. You know V, you know U, so this is 75, this is minus 25, so 25 3 just, so magnification will be minus 3. That means whenever magnification is negative, it means the image is real. Okay, so somehow if this is the size, then in the screen the image is 3 times bigger than this, and it is inverted. That's why the magnification is negative. Now we'll move to the next question. Okay, in this question, you can see a lens forms an image on an object placed at a distance this from it on a screen placed at a distance this. So a lens is given, we don't know the kind of lens, and it is also given that that object is placed here, let us say at a 45 centimeter from it, and the image forms on a screen placed at a distance 90 centimeter on the other side. Okay, so this side the screen is placed, let us say this is a screen, and this is given to be 90 centimeter. Now they are asking you name the lens. So as we know that in case of convex lens only, you have a chance to form a real image which can be obtained on a screen, right? So of course the lens will be a convex lens. right? Now find f. Now again, if we know the length and distance will measure from this side, right? So u is always negative in any numerical. So object distance is minus 45, image distance is positive 90. So if I use length formula, 1 by f 1 by v minus 1 by u, so this will give me this will become positive, so 1 by f is going to be, this is 90 by 3, so f will be 30 centimeter, right, and positive. Now if you go to find magnification, then again it's simple. Magnification is v by u. You put v, which is 90, and this is minus 45, so magnification is minus 2, right? So again magnification is negative, means it's a real image. Now we are going to do the next numerical, that will be numerical third. In this question it is given it there is a concave lens which forms an image of 1 by third size of the object, which is placed at a distance 30 centimeter in front of the lens. Find the position of the image, focal length and height of image and object. Now if you can recall, concave lens always forms virtual, that means erect image, which is always diminished, means smaller than the object, right? Now so what is given to us is magnification is known as v by u, and if you recall, then if height, magnification is also equal to height of the image by the height of the object, right? Now the height of the image is 1/3 of the height of the object. So if I consider, let h be height of the object, then according to the question, then hi will be h by 3, right? So if I use this, so let's say h is height of the object, then according to the question this is given, so I will get v by u equal to hi is h by 3, this is h, and we'll get v by u equal to 1 by 3, or otherwise I could have directly written m to be 1 by 3. Now object is placed at a distance 30 centimeter in front of lens. So if there is lens here, the object is placed somewhere here in this direction, so u is going to be minus 30, right? So what will be v? So you can see u is minus 30, so v will give, this will give you v equal to u by 3, and u is minus 30, so v will be minus 10 centimeter, right? Now coming back, we have to calculate focal length, which we can use lens formula, which is 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, and you can substitute the value. This is minus and this is u is minus, so this will become plus, so this will give you f to be 1 by f is going to be so this will be 1 minus 3. So f is going to be around this is minus 2 by 30, so minus 1 by 15, so f is minus 15 centimeter. Now focal length of a concave lens is negative, that's why focal length is coming out to be negative. Now coming to the last part, they are asking you height of the image and height of the object. So as we know that V is -10 and U is -30. So we can work it out. HI by HO will be nothing but V by U. So it is going to be V by U. So this will be 1 by 3. Right. Now height of the image will be, the ratio will be 1 by 3. Right. Let us make it this one to be, find the ratio, okay, height of the image and the object, so which will be 1 by 3, okay, which is given earlier only. Now we'll move to the next question. In this question number 4, focal length is given, you have to find the power. So if you remember, power of a lens is given by 1 by f, right? And f is given, focal length of a convex lens is positive always, so f is 25 centimeter. So power is going to be 1 by, this is 25 centimeter. I can convert centimeter into meter to get the power in diopter. So if I convert centimeter into meter, 1 centimeter is 1 by 100 of a meter, so it will be 100 by 25 in meter, right? So this is going to be 4 meter inverse, or meter inverse is also called diopter. So power is going to be +4 diopter. Okay, plus just means that it's a convex lens, so power is going to be positive. Now if you see the next question, the power of a lens is this. Now power is equal to 1 by focal length, so focal length is negative for concave, so power will be negative for concave. So now we have to find the focal length, so again we will use the same formula. F is 1 by P. P is given to be this is diopter, okay. Diopter is also equal to meter inverse. So focal length is going to be 1 by -2 diopter, which is meter inverse. So meter comes up, it becomes meter -2. 1 meter is 100 centimeters, so this is 100 by -2, -50 centimeters. Since it's a concave, its focal length is going to be negative. Now we'll discuss one more question, fine, and that will complete our discussion of lens formula questions. In this question, which is I guess question number 6 or 5, whatever, there is a setup in which we have a plane mirror, we have a lens and an object. This experiment you guys will do in lab. This experiment we determine the focal length of a convex lens. Okay, so this whole thing, this arrangement of mirror, lens and object, this is used to find focal length of lens. Now plenty of time they have asked this question. Now the question is, suppose the object is kept at focal length. Okay, let me put it in this way. So if the object is put at focal length, where the image will form? That is the question. Okay, so again I am repeating the question. If the object is placed at focal length of this lens, where the image will form? Now if you go back to your old concepts, then in ray diagram we learned that if a ray passes through focus, then after refraction it becomes parallel to the principal axis, right? So suppose this is a point size object, so and this is focus, so I take a ray and I take one more ray, and after refraction they will become parallel, so they go like this. Now you know that once they become parallel they are not going to meet if there is no mirror. Now as they encounter mirror, they will obey laws of reflection, not refraction. So angle of incidence will be 0 on the mirror, so angle of reflection will be 0, so it will come back like this, and same goes this, so they will retrace its path, and what we are going to find, we'll find the image is also here. And so this is the arrangement. Okay, so you look from this side, you adjust the object so that this is on focal length, then you will find if the object is like this, okay, let us say a pin, then what you are going to find that the image will also form here only, like this. Fine. Now the next question is, what will be the size of the image? So it turns out that in this experiment the object size and the image size are exactly same. Okay, now they are asking you what are the characteristic of this image. So you can see the image is inverted, right? So it's a real image, and it's real, and it can it has same size as that of the object, right? Now they are also asking, they ask you this, that what is this distance called? Let me write it P. What is this distance PO called? So PO is called its focal length. Now the last part, they ask you this, that suppose this mirror is moved, okay, this mirror is moved equal to the focal length. So let us say focal length is something 10 centimeter. Suppose this mirror is moved more by 10 centimeter, then where the image will form. Okay, let me repeat again. Suppose this mirror is moved by 10 centimeter, where the image will form. So it turns out that if you move this mirror, let us say it was here, now you moved it here, still nothing is going to change because the angle of incidence will be 0. So again it will retrace its path. So this formation of image here is going to be independent where you move the mirror parallel to itself. Okay, if you move parallel, then wherever you put it, okay, you bring closer or you take it far away, the location of the image is not going to change. Now I expect you guys to do all the questions from your book, ICSE book, and let me know your doubts. Okay, thank you.